Hey guys, what's up, it's iFlynn here, and I just wanted to make a quick update video to let you guys know that some of the Warframe's drop locations were actually changed. Now, I wanted to talk about this because it actually kind of frustrates me that they're doing this because, I mean, like, this just makes beginner guides, some of the information in there kinda, irrelevant and misleading because it basically changes up how you play the game or how you should go about playing the game at the very beginning, so I mean, it's kind of it's kind of all over the place. But anyway, they moved Excalibur from Pluto to Mars, meaning that Lich Krill now possesses Excalibur parts. They moved Frost from Mars to Ceres, meaning Lieutenant Lich Krill and Captain Vor. So that's like the boss fight where you have to fight both of them. Will drop the Frost parts, and then they moved Trinity from Ceres to Pluto, meaning you have to go through all of the hassle of killing Ambulus, so getting the animal beacons, and then obviously killing the Ambulus boss, or killing 6 of the Ambulus boss and then letting them go on the ship and then the ship exploding. Spoilers, not really Kappa. But going through all that hassle to get that one frame. So it annoys me because I based my last beginner guide off, Excalibur being the most difficult to obtain. That's why you choose him first. So now it makes it so that you're going to want to go with Vault at the very beginning of the game, because Vault is the most expensive and the hardest out of those, free beginning starter frames to get, because obviously you have to spend so many credits, blah, 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 etc., etc. So, now that you can just farm Excalibur from the get-go from Lich Krill, it makes the game a whole lot different. So yeah, I mean, that's just a very frustrating change, and I just wanted to go through and, I guess, kill Lieutenant Lich Krill just to show you guys that they did actually move the parts from the Ambulus to Mars now. So kind of annoyed, super annoyed. It's really annoying that they're going in and they're completely changing things about the beginning of the game. It's bad enough that we're getting the damage 2.5 changes. Like, I don't know necessarily if the damage 2.5 changes are 110% needed, because I'm not a game designer. Like, I don't work at Digital Extremes. I'm only a consumer, and I just kind of take what is given to me. I can have my opinions on it, but it doesn't mean that my opinion really means that much whenever it comes to like a game development standpoint, right? But I think the fact that they're constantly changing things to do with the beginning of the game specifically is rather frustrating, not just for content creators like myself and like everyone else who does make Warframe videos, but it's also frustrating for players who are looking up basically like information on how to get better at the game. Because let's say they watch my beginner's guide, like they watch my beginner's guide, ultimate beginner's guide, and they're like, oh yeah, choose Excalibur, and then they realize, oh, I could have just farmed Excalibur from Mars. That makes my videos look bad, and it also just confuses players who are returning to the game or picking the game up, and let's say they watch an older video of mine, or they look on like just some outdated source of media, and then like they just get the misinformation. It just makes it so that everyone is all over the place in the Warframe community, and there's just a lot of different information around there. So this is actually how I go about killing Lich Krill now. I just bring the Cornf and I shoot the airburst over his head, and he just kind of dies. So I thought this is a very fun, effective method. You just kind of stand all the way away from him, and because he's constantly aiming at you, you can just keep on breaking the pipes on his back and make this boss fight go rather quick. And he always goes into his animation of like freezing stuff, so it's pretty cool. So let's see, there we go. He's got his pipes off his back. Obviously you have to kill all the enemies around you as well, but that's besides the point. They die pretty easy too, because they're only level 11. So he's going to do his hammer, and he's frozen. There you go. But yeah, it's rather annoying, and I'm going to be making a video whenever I talk about my damage 2.5 changes. I'm going to be talking about just kind of the game in general, how they keep changing things up, and how I feel like it's negatively impacting sort of not just the end game, but like it's holding them back from making things that could be a lot better if they kind of just like made a system, refined it and stuck to it. I think it would be, a lot more beneficial for the development of Warframe in the long term, whenever it comes to like making end game content and things that people actually want to play and watch. Because I've been noticing as well, like the general viewership for Warframe videos and Warframe Twitch streams has just been going down. So it's really cool working in the media part of Warframe, well, like working, but making content for Warframe, because the trends on your videos and the trends in your Twitch streams kind of match how people feel about the game. So whenever your content goes on a decline, if you're making guide content or anything like that, or build content or whatever, whenever you start to notice like it's going downhill, like people aren't watching as much as they were compared to last month, if you take your data and like compare it to the data of how many people are currently playing Warframe, they kind of correlate together with one another. And it's kind of cool to look at. But again, we'll talk more about just kind of the development of Warframe in later videos coming. But I just kind of wanted to make you guys aware of that change. You see, if we go into the last mission results, we got an Excalibur and Neuroptics from that one run. And I guess we can jump into the one on Ceres and get a Frost part. So it's really simple. It's basically the exact same boss fight with Captain Vor in the background as well. So, you know, nothing too difficult. You basically just do the exact same thing. You take the core and fin, you airburst the back of Lich Krill or whatever, or you just bring a frame, make yourself invulnerable, and just shoot the back of them. You know, it's just, you can do whatever you really want to, and, you know, the boss fight will be super easy. So I don't know, it just changes up how you go about the beginning of the game, like choosing vaults and then farming for Excalibur. It just means that the player has to put in a lot more work at the beginning, and you know, they have to maybe get more platinum for more slots earlier than they would if like, let's say Excalibur wasn't a starter frame, because usually I wouldn't go for vault at the beginning of the game. But because Vault is the most expensive out of the free starters, then it makes sense to choose him, right? So, I don't know. Maybe it's just me. Maybe I'm the only person that would choose Vault, but I don't know. Excalibur is a great frame, but if you're going from like a I want to complete the game, I want to get everything sort of standpoint, starting with Vault as it stands right now is the best option. And I know that I keep on bringing up that point, but I don't know. It just frustrates me that they keep on reworking the beginning of the game so much, making guides outdated, not just my guides, but like written guides as well, or making it so that they have to be updated is rather annoying, at least in my opinion. But you know, it's whatever you do, or you deal with it as it kind of comes. And I mean, I guess we're gonna have to make like a Warframe beginner guide 2018. So even though I have Warframe the Ultimate Beginner's Guide, which was meant to be the Ultimate Beginner Guide, but it's not the Ultimate Beginner's Guide because a lot of stuff in that has now changed, and we're waiting for the Damage 2.5 changes to come into play. But you know, it's whatever. It's fine. It's K Digital Extremes. I'll just keep on making beginner guide videos. It's fine. It's all right. You keep on changing stuff, so I have to keep on reworking my videos. It's okay. I do it for the players. That's what I'm doing it for. 100%. Just gonna run through the mission and get my Frost part. This is what you're gonna have to do to get Frost. And it also means that if I just make like a generic video like, oh, how to get Frost, how to get Excalibur, that video is completely misleading now. Because like if a player like Googles like, oh, how do I get Excalibur, and they see my video, and it's like, oh yeah, you have to kill Ambulus, and that player goes and does that, and then they get a Trinity part, like, oh, holy shit, Flynn's an idiot. What? Like, whoa. Damn. But, you know, it's whatever. I'm not going to bother showing you guys the Ambulus fight, because it just takes way too long. It's not even a fight. You kind of just jump in, one-shot the guy, hack him, and then wait for the timer to count down. So, as you can see, we have our Frost part right there, and I don't know, I just wish they would stop changing things. It's super frustrating, for me especially, because now I have to, like, rework videos and remake videos, and then people are asking, like, Flynn, didn't you already make this video? I'm like, yes, I did, but the stuff changed, and they're like, yeah, Flynn, please stop making I can't even speak, Excalibur videos, and I'm like, okay, that's alright, just wait until they rework him some way again, and then we'll jump back and we'll remake another Excalibur video. But yeah, thank you guys for watching this video. Just wanted to make you guys aware of that change, because in my opinion it's pretty significant. If you liked the video, hit like. If you want to see more Warframe content from me, hit subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video.